Hey guys, MonstersReview here, and welcome to Cartoon Fridays number 52. Obviously, this is unfortunately pre-recorded. I have plans tonight, so I won't be able to record it live. So that's why this is recorded ahead of time. Sorry if I sound a little exhausted and sick. It's because I am. um, I've been running off of 2 hours of sleep, but hopefully I should be able to pull this off. Um, And yeah, obviously, since this is pre-recorded, there's going to be no live interaction, and there's not going to be as many questions. So this probably won't be as long as, or nearly as long as my other Cartoon Fridays. But hopefully, this is better than nothing. Hopefully. But yeah. Anyways, let's get on to the first news story. Some of you probably already know this. Some of you probably don't. The Powerpuff Girls reboot got renewed for a second season. This didn't really come as much of a surprise to me. They already launched a ton of merchandise. It just got nominated for an Emmy award somehow. And it looks like Cartoon Network's still trying to get success off of it. So it's going to have a second season. I'm most likely not going to watch any of it, and I feel like it's not that likely for the show to improve that much because I feel like a lot of the things that make the Powerpuff Girls reboot unappealing are some of the core components of the show, and I don't think that they would change the core components of the show, in the second season, because they obviously are trying to distinguish themselves from the original, but yet at the same time kind of retain some of the same elements. I don't know, it's weird, kind of like a gray area. Um, but yeah, I'm still puzzled as to how it got nominated for an Emmy award. And I also saw that Pan Pizza slash Rebel Taxi. He actually was at Comic Con and he went to the Powerpuff Girls panel that they had there. Um, and I'm not sure if this is biased or this is an over exaggeration or if this is accurate as to what actually happened. But according to him, basically, there was only it was packed, like the room was full only because people were they didn't want to see the Powerpuff Girls panel. They wanted to see the panel that was coming after that one, and and then he said only a small group of people were actually like applauding and cheering the entire time, which happened to be a group of people that worked for Cartoon Network. But other than that, nobody else was clapping or applauding or cheering or anything like that. And apparently, it just had a really unenthusiastic vibe. Um, so I'm not sure if that's an exaggeration or if that's what actually happened. But if that is what actually happened, that'd be pretty funny. Um, but yeah. Next up, so they actually released a little snippet from Justice League Action for Comic Con. I wouldn't say it's a snippet. It's more kind of like a highlight reel of some of the I don't know. It's just a reel of a bunch of different clips from the upcoming series in this. I think it's like a 1 minute video. Um, and yeah, I mean, it definitely kind of looks promising. The voice actors look good. With Kevin Conroy coming back, and Mark Hamill. Um, it definitely looks. It doesn't look like it has like a particularly serious tone like Justice League or Justice League Unlimited had. It kind of looks like it's a little bit more lighthearted and maybe a little bit more humorous, which necessarily isn't a bad thing. And yeah, I mean and compared to Justice League Unlimited 2, it kind of has a little bit of a simplified uh, art style, but it's not a bad thing. It's still pretty detailed. Looks like. Um, I'm probably going to check this out. There hasn't been a decent actual action show that revolves around superheroes on Cartoon Network in quite a while. Um, and this looks pretty cool. Um, I really hope that action cartoons make a resurgence, but I don't know if that'll happen or not. So next up, um, some of you might find this relevant, some of you may not. There's a channel called VH1 Classic, and that's getting rebranded into MTV Classic since it's the 35th anniversary of MTV. And I'm pretty sure Viacom owns uh, VH1 and MTV, and MTV is obviously a little bit more popular than VH1 is. And on this new MTV Classic, they're going to bring back some of MTV's older animation and their animated shows. So they're going to be airing Beavis and Butthead, Daria, The Max, and Clone High, which are kind of like cult classics, I guess. Um, so if any of you are fans of those shows, you might want to check this out. I'm pretty sure it'll start like it'll rebrand this week, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Um, and also, if you're a fan of the music of the original music that was in the shows, you might be a little bit disappointed because it looks like they're only airing the 2011 Beavis and Butthead, and it looks like they replaced the music in Clone High. So, if any of you are fans of the original music of that, you might be a little bit disappointed because it looks like the music might be a little bit different. Um, Also with Daria, that got put on DVD, and I'm pretty sure they replaced all the music because they didn't have the licensing for the music. So, I mean that's that, but it still looks pretty cool. Clone High, it was unsuccessful when it aired the first time around. It was only on for a few months, and it only had a single season. But since then, it's gained a kind of like a cult following. Um, and it's kind of popular. The people who created it, Phil Lord and or Christopher Lord, I don't remember their names. But they worked on like the Lego Movie, and they're big movie directors now. Um, so and I'm pretty sure they want to try bringing back Clone High, but you never know. It doesn't seem like MTV is really concerned about their animated stuff at all. I don't think they do have any animated stuff. Well, they probably haven't had any animated stuff in like 5 years. I could be wrong, but um, obviously they're focusing on reality TV now with Teen Mom and stuff like that. So I thought this was a pretty funny story. This is the last story we have. So at Comic Con, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who are the two guys behind South Park, they were talking at Comic Con, and um, I think someone asked them if they were going to incorporate Pokemon Go into the new season of South Park, and they basically just said, we already kind of did. Because they did an episode back in 1999 called Chinpokomon, which is what the picture you're seeing here is from. Um, and it's really funny. It's basically Chinpokomon is a parody of Pokemon, and all the kids are trying to collect them all. But it's actually like a ploy for them to join the Japanese army and like try to turn against and defeat America. And that's like a ploy from the Japanese people who make it, and the adults find out. It's really it's a funny episode. You guys should watch it if you already haven't. Um, so I don't know if that means that if they are or aren't going to incorporate Pokemon Go. I think it'd be pretty cool to see a return of Chinpokomon, even though that was already kind of dealt with. Um, but yeah, I love South Park. I'm looking forward to the 20th season this fall. So, yeah, like I said, I'm doing this pre-recorded. So, I asked on Twitter yesterday for questions. I got like I'd say 10 or so. Um, which is still a pretty reasonable amount, but yeah. So the first question is from Pistol Space Air, and question is, did you order Journal 3 from Gravity Falls? Um, no, I didn't. I'm not really sure what that is because I've never really paid much attention to Gravity Falls. I think you might be talking about the thing. It's like the journal, right? The thing with the handprint on it. Except it's like it's empty. Like you can make it your own journal. I'm not sure if that's the thing because I saw someone retweeted Alex Hirsch, cause he posted a picture about something like that, like the journal from Gravity Falls, except you can write in it and make your own journal. Uh, but no, I haven't ordered Journal 3 from Gravity Falls. The next question is from Speedy Gamer HD, and the question is, what do you want to see in Deadpool 2? I obviously want to see some, I want it to be different, but in a good way from the original Deadpool. I just, I don't want it to be like a rehash of it. I hope they don't pull like a J.J. Abrams and are like, let's take the safe way out. Let's not take any risks and just make it a lot like the original, so that people are still happy and I don't know. I think that they should borrow some stuff from the first Deadpool movie, but I think they should also be a little bit different. And I love the first Deadpool movie. I thought it was great. So yeah, I just want to see Deadpool be badass. I want it to be funny. I want to see some cool action. Uh, Next question. Would you like to see Nicktoons bring back Making Fiends? Uh, I was never really too big into this show. Back when I used to watch Nicktoons Network occasionally, I did see this show a few times. Um, I know that it's kind of like critically acclaimed and a lot of people like it, but I just never really found an interest for it. It was just kind of boring for me, kind of odd. I mean, it is odd, but I just never found a taste for it. Um, so I mean, I probably wouldn't watch it if Nicktoons brought it back, but yeah. Next question. What's your favorite episode of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? Mine is Wishbones. For me, that's a good question. Maybe it's something like Wrath of the Spider Queen or um, the Fred Burger episode's really funny. I mean, I know that Fred Burger's in a couple episodes, but the one where he's in the court, and what's that one called? It's called like the Reaper something like that. The that one episode with Fred Burger where he's in the bathroom and he asked the judge for nachos. That one's really funny. I like Wrath of the Spider Queen. I like I like I don't know if you'd consider The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy an episode of Billy and Mandy. There's a lot of good episodes of that show. Next question: Have I listened to My Chemical Romance? Um, I probably have somewhere, or sometime. The name is obviously familiar. I've definitely heard of them, and I'm sure that some of my friends have probably listened to them before. I've probably listened to them before. I just I don't recall anything. I'm pretty sure. What are they like pop rock or something like that? Next question: would you like to see the original Teen Titans have a sixth season? Yeah, I would. I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be odd since the characters have kind of changed because I mean they kind of are the same characters in Teen Titans Go as they are in the original Teen Titans, except in Teen Titans Go they're a lot more they're dumbed down and they're obviously trying to be more funny and random. Um, So I'm not sure, how that would turn out. I thought the original Teen Titans had a good mix of humor and seriousness. Um, it was also kind of, the animation. It had like an anime type art style, and it had a lot of anime. It had like chibi stuff in there sometimes. Um, It looks kind of expensive to animate, so I don't know if Warner Bros. Or Cartoon Network would be willing to pay for a show that costs a lot to animate. But yeah, I would like to see one. I think it'd be pretty interesting. My only concern is I hope nobody butchers it, because if they did, that'd be pretty lame. Next question. What's your thoughts on Pepper Ann? I barely remember Pepper Ann. I just remember it was on Disney, I think. And that's it. Like I remember watching it a few times, but I don't remember anything else about it. Will Pie Guy Rules ever review The Loud House? I mean, I don't know. That's his stuff. Well, but for me, I'm not sure if I'm going to. I've seen a couple episodes of the show. Um, Seems pretty good. It seems pretty promising. I mean, it's not like the best thing in the world, but it's not bad. It's a decent show. It's definitely better than a lot of the other Nicktoons that we've had on Nickelodeon recently. So, I mean, if they keep pumping out decent Nicktoons like The Loud House, then maybe Nickelodeon will make a little bit of a comeback. Alex asks, with Boomerang now showing shows like Foster's and Dexter again, do you think it's still bad? Um, yeah, it is still kind of bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. The addition of Cartoon Network shows is it's one step forward, but they still have a long way to go. And by the way, they actually removed Foster's off the schedule. Um, I'm not sure if this was permanent. I just saw this tweet. It was like last night or whatever, but supposedly they removed Foster's and what was it, Courage, off of the schedule. Yeah, Foster's and Courage. They'll no longer be on weeknights. And instead of Foster's and Courage, they're airing Flintstones and Smurfs. Um, and I'm not sure if those are airing on the weekend still or not. So it looks like they got rid of them. So yeah, still they still don't have a lot of variety in their schedule. It's still very repetitive. Um, and by the way, those Cartoon Network time slots are horrible. It's like what 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. That's horrible. That's usually when people are sleeping. You know, if I wanted to watch Cartoon Network shows, I at least want to watch them while I'm awake. I could see why they aired in those time slots, because maybe you'd assume like older fans of those shows might be up at that time, but I'm sleeping during that time for a good part of the week, so um, I haven't had the chance to check it out. And the last question is, what do you think of the new Ben 10 reboot footage and the behind the scenes clips that recently showed up at San Diego Comic Con? Um, I watched the what was it, like a 1 or 2 minute teaser with the thing that happened at the amusement park. That one. Yeah, I'm not digging it. It didn't seem like a lot of people were either. I mean, it doesn't seem. I'm gonna be a little bit optimistic here and say it didn't look as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I'm still not impressed, and I still don't think I like the way it's gonna turn out. Um, I'm not. I don't like the art design. The background characters look atrocious. Um, they look like they look like typical average background characters from another Cartoon Network show. Um, and yeah, I think I did a pretty decent job of predicting back in my July 2015 video when they announced it of what this series would be like. Dumbed down, a lot more humorous, and dumbed down in all area of things, in writing, in humor, in art. You know. Um, so yeah, I mean, I might maybe try to watch the Ben 10 reboot, but um, I don't think I don't think I'm going to enjoy it that much. Um, so yeah, I think that's it. That's the last question. Like I said, sorry if this turned out a little short. That's all I got. And sorry if I sounded monotone or annoying or sick. Yeah. I'm just really, really exhausted. I need to get some sleep. But I have stuff to do. So, if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like below. Be expecting some videos soon. And by the way, my channel's been growing pretty well recently. I think I already did, or I'm close to hitting 4,200 subscribers already, and I'm pretty sure I hit 4,000 subscribers less than a week ago. So my channel's growing pretty fast right now, and thank you guys for supporting me. And yeah, it's nice to see. So yeah. As always, I'm Monsters Review. Thanks for watching, and have a spectacular Friday and a great weekend.